There are places in this world where history was never meant to be unearthed. Ancient tombs, not merely built to house the dead, but to keep something inside. Something unnatural. Something that was never supposed to see the light of day. In 1903, beneath the ruins of an obscure Greek temple, a discovery was made. A tomb, untouched for over 2,000 years. But what lay inside was not a relic of the past. It was something that defied history itself. And then, without warning, it vanished. What was buried inside this Greek tomb? Why was it sealed away? And how could it simply disappear? This is not just a story of history. It is a story of something far older, something hidden between the cracks of time itself. Tonight, we unravel a mystery that was never meant to be solved. To understand the mystery of the vanished tomb, we must step back into an era where myth and reality intertwined. An age when the unseen forces of the cosmos were not just theories, but truths guarded by the initiated. Ancient Greece was not only the cradle of philosophy and science, it was also home to forbidden knowledge carefully hidden from the unworthy. Among the many forgotten sects of antiquity, there were whispers of a group known as the Keepers of the Gate. These were no ordinary priests or scholars. They were the last guardians of something older than the Olympian gods themselves. Legends speak of an entity, a force neither divine nor mortal, bound beneath the land by an ancient pact. It was said that if it were ever released, time itself would unravel. Even the famed Oracle of Delphi spoke in veiled warnings. Beware the prisoner of stone, for it holds no name, no past, no mercy. But what was this entity? A forgotten deity, a force beyond human comprehension, or something far more disturbing. The tomb was not built for the dead. It was built as a prison. But if this was true, then how could something trapped for millennia simply disappear? For centuries, the sealed tomb lay undisturbed, hidden beneath layers of history, until it was found. The discovery was not celebrated, nor widely publicized. Those who uncovered it were said to have vanished under unusual circumstances. Official reports claimed natural causes, but whispers among the locals told a different story, a tale of shadows moving without form, of whispers emerging from the stones themselves. Was this merely superstition, or was it a warning? But what exactly was sealed inside? The key to the mystery lies in a peculiar anomaly, an object recorded in ancient texts, but absent from the excavation site. Described as a vessel of void, it was neither an urn nor a sarcophagus. It was something else, something designed to contain rather than commemorate. Was this vessel a mere object, or was it a doorway, a fracture between worlds, sealed away by those who understood its true nature? And if so, who or what was responsible for its disappearance? Eyewitness accounts describe something impossible. The tomb was breached, but the entity it held was nowhere to be found. No shattered remains, no signs of disturbance, just absence, as if it had never been there at all. But how can something ancient, something beyond time, simply vanish, unless it was never truly bound to begin with? To understand what was sealed inside the tomb, and how it vanished, we must look beyond archaeology, beyond written history. We must turn to what has been deliberately erased from the records. Among the lost teachings of the Orphic mysteries, among the suppressed doctrines of the Pythagoreans, there exists an unspoken truth. The veil between worlds is thin, and not everything that crosses it should remain. The Greeks spoke of the chasmata tes psychis, the breaches of the soul, gateways where reality could be folded, where entities could slip through. Some were revered as divine messengers, others were sealed away, deemed too dangerous to remain in our world. But what if one of those seals was broken, not by accident, but by design? Quantum physicists today explore the nature of entanglement, how two particles can remain linked, even across cosmic distances. But what if this is merely a reflection of something deeper? What if the ancients already knew of entangled realities? And what if the entity once sealed within that Greek tomb was never meant to remain in a single existence? There are whispers of those who have seen something since the tomb was unsealed, figures in the periphery of their vision, unnatural reflections in polished surfaces, a presence that does not move, but is felt. Could it be that what was once contained has not disappeared, but instead exists between time, between space, between us? The story of the vanished entity is not merely a relic of the past. It is a riddle that stretches across time, across dimensions, waiting for those who dare to decipher it. Could it be that ancient civilizations possessed knowledge that we are only now beginning to rediscover? That reality is far more fragile, far more malleable than we ever believed. The Greeks sealed something away, buried it beneath layers of time and stone, believing they had contained the impossible. But when that tomb was disturbed, what they had sought to lock away did not simply vanish, it moved. Perhaps it watches from beyond our perception. Perhaps it lingers in the spaces between thoughts, waiting for the moment when the veil weakens once more. And so, the question remains, was the tomb truly a prison, or was it a warning? If what was sealed inside has returned, then one thing is certain: we have no idea what happens next.